Welcome to magiccse by Eezytutorials. To watch the same content in Tamil, click the link in the description box. Welcome to our playlist Front-End Development using HTML. So HTML is a very popular language for front-end creation. So what is front-end? You can have any web application or any application. In that, what you visually see, you interact with the screen for doing some work, right? That screen is called front-end. So this front-end interaction has to be designed using some language, and one such language is HTML. So for web development projects, we have to learn the HTML. So let us see what is HTML. In this playlist, we'll be seeing how to create projects and applications using HTML, how to design a web page using HTML we'll be learning. And in this video, we'll be learning the introduction about the HTML. Then what are the tags in HTML? What is the difference between HTML, CSS and JavaScript? This is what we are going to see in this video. So let us start with the introduction of HTML. So the expansion for HTML is hypertext markup language. So split the word, get the meaning. So what is meant by language? We have already seen in many videos like C, C++, Java and all. If you want to communicate something to someone, you're having some thoughts. You want to communicate with that thought with others means what you'll be doing. You'll be speaking something and you call it as language like Tamil, English, Hindi, French, so on. Same way, you want to communicate with computer and you want to make the computer to do some task. So for that, you are going to type some content, and that content is called as language. So C, C++, Java, JavaScript, like that, many languages are available. One such language is HTML. For web designing, we use this HTML mainly. So that is the meaning for language. So let us come to the next word, markup. What is meant by markup? So markup was a famous term few decades before in printing press. If you want to, now we are having digital printing press. Before and all, there were mechanical printers. Mechanical printing press was available. If you want to make some printouts, you have to give a copy. So you will be writing something manually. You'll be writing with pen, and while writing itself, they'll be keeping a carbon paper and they'll be writing two copies. So the first copy will be given as the content copy. In the second copy, they'll be marking like I want this text to be somewhat with bold font. The font size should be larger. Then the color of the font should be green in color. Likewise, then this should be underlined, this should be italicized, like that. What are the formattings they want? All the formattings will be separately marked. Side by side, they'll be putting an arrow mark in the side, or some notations they'll be having, and with the pen, pencil, or some other color pen, different color, they'll be putting an arrow mark and they'll be marking. And you call that copy as markup copy. So with that markup, the original content will be set, then the markup copy will be seen. Okay, now set an underline, like that they'll be setting. So that is called as markups. So initially, few decades before, this markup was a popular word which was used in this printing scenario. So after digitalization, after the invent of computers, in computers for doing this formatting, many languages were found, and that language is called as markup language. So markup language will be defining the elements within the document, how this element should appear, whether it should be appearing in a bold format, the size of the font, all the appearance related thing and the structure of the document will be defined by this markup language. This markup language will be more human readable. Programming itself is easy. This markup language will be having tag. Tag means you'll be having angular brackets like this, and you'll be having some keywords inside that, defining a special meaning. So these tags will be more human readable, and it will be very easy for the learners to learn, and for the programmers to code, it will be very easy. So very quickly, with minimal effort and short duration of time, you can learn this HTML. So Uh, HTML is one markup language. Likewise, you are having XML. Many more markup languages are available. HTML and XML are famous markup language. This markup language will take care of both layout as well as style. So what is meant by this layout and style? Consider this PPT, this as a document. So here I have left some space. The heading is centered. Then between the lines I'm having some spaces. So this is called the layout, how the structure of the document is looking. Then here I have made it bold font. I have changed the color to brown. Likewise, I have done no. These are called styles. Both layout formatting and style formatting will be taken care by the markup language. So you'll be having the content. Along with the content, what are the formattings, what are the layout and styles you have to apply will be given by this markup language. So HTML is one such markup language. HTML was built based on another language called SGML, Standard Generalized Markup Language. Uh, we are following HTML5. This is the latest version. So for now I'm shooting this video. This is the latest version HTML5. HTML will be supporting the previous versions functionality as well. For example, few years before an web page was developed by HTML3. So the syntax, everything will be different. Now those pages also will be supported. So the previous functionalities are also taken care by the web browser. And if you want to run a HTML document, you are writing a program using HTML, you want to execute it, you need not install any software, special software. So you'll be installing compiler for C, Java and all. No, for HTML, web browser itself will be executing your program. So in case of HTML, the HTML coding is interpreter, that is line by line execution. So out of 10 lines, one line is wrong means all the 9 lines will be interpreted and you'll be getting the output. So HTML performs interpretation. And for creating the web page, so in websites you are having many web pages, no? Most of the web pages will be developed using HTML only. So this HTML is helpful for creating those web pages, and your web browser will be executing or interpreting the HTML code. So if you are having a HTML document, all the tags will be interpreted and the document will be rendered. So execution, we use the technical term rendered. That is correctly it will be interpreted and it will be displayed. So HTML basically gives the skeletal structure, the out layer or outer structure of the web page. So HTML involves many tags. So tag means it will be having an angular bracket. Inside that you will be having keywords. Certain tags will be after this angular bracket you will be having a slash. So if you are having a slash, it is called closing tag. If slash is not there, only angular bracket and some keywords are there, means it is called opening tag. So you will be having both opening and closing tags for 90%. Very few tags will have only opening tags. Closing tag will not be there. As we learn the types of tags in the forthcoming video, we'll be learning those things in detail. So the content always will be appearing, or most of the time it will be appearing between the opening and closing tags only. So the tag will be having certain keywords between this angular brackets. That is called tags. Tags are case insensitive. That is, they are not sensitive to case. You can use either lowercase, either uppercase. It won't cause any error. So the cases are not taken care. So it is very easy for you to work with HTML. All the web pages will be mostly commonly sharing the same structure. The other name for tag is element. So the next thing what you have to know is what is the difference between HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So this is very important thing, because inside a HTML document itself you can have the CSS code as well as JavaScript code. So while you're starting to learn this front-end development itself, be clear with the difference between HTML, CSS and JavaScript. HTML will give the structure for the web page. Only the structure or the layout will be given. So see, here I have to have the text. Here the title will be there. In the left side, these buttons will be there. So some layouts and some structure of the web page and the basic elements present in the web pages, those things and all will be given by the HTML. Whereas CSS means Cascade Style Sheet. this will be taking care of the presentations. So what are the colors, how it should be looking like. So the color related things are the stylish appearance, the neat and appealing presentations, everything will be taken care by the CSS code. So here you can compare this HTML as a skeletal system, and to this skeletal system of a cartoon, I'm adding some skins, dresses, accessories, etc. I'm adding and I'm making it stylish. No, so this is CSS. Now I'm going to make this cartoon doll to move. You have to dance, you have to clap, you have to run, like that. Some functionality I'm trying to apply. So if you want to give some functionality, you have to use JavaScript. So once I'm clicking on this button, this should happen. I'm moving the mouse across this area, this should happen. I'm pressing enter key, this should happen. So these functionalities or actions should be performed, means that has to be taken care, and that has to be performed with the help of this JavaScript code. So this is the basic difference between HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The structure of the core, structure of the web page will be given by HTML. The appealing presentation will be given by CSS. The functionality, the actual actions and works to be done will be taken care by the JavaScript. So you have to have a clear picture among these three languages. So from the next video, we'll be learning the first program of HTML, and we'll be seeing the descriptions and examples of tags and demonstration of each tag. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this video. Kindly like, share and subscribe. Do post your valuable comments. Check for useful links in the description box. For more technical videos, stay tuned to magiccse by Eezytutorials. Thank you.